Hey guys, it's Britta back with the Booktube Newbie Tag. Alright, unlike any of the rest of my videos, which tend to go on and on and on and on and on and on and on, I decided to test myself to see how quickly I could get this video done while still giving quality responses. I started this channel because I spent around 3 or 4 years blogging at my book blog Novel Days. And it's been awesome. I love writing about books because it continues to help me practice and just fine-tune my thoughts in a better way sometimes than speech can do about what it is that I love about books. However, sometimes writing for a blog spot in particular can be a bit lonely. Not to mention, over the last few years I spent a ton of time kind of lurking around the booktube community, not really commenting so much, but just looking at the community blossom, watching some of my favorites like Poland and Apple's books. I thought that I would jump in, and my cousin just said, well, you know, the way you act about books in front of us, you totally should get on camera about it. So I said, all right, 2014 is the year. I love talking about books. Hopefully that's going to be more apparent as I continue to post more videos. I want to kind of make my channel more of a well-rounded plethora of things. Booktube first, but also a place where I can do ukulele posts, a place where I can talk about inspirational things and faith-based things. I feel like if you're going to have a YouTube channel or a blog, it's good to be fun, but it's also knowing that the subscribers that hopefully will take out time to watch you, know they're living lives too. They're going through things, and I hope to be kind of a bright speck in your day, and so that's one of the things I like to talk about. I also want to get back into doing ukulele posts because I started that 4 years ago when I was in the UK in grad school. And I dropped off because I started to get really, fearful. The light in the UK was so much better. My window was positioned exactly where the sun came in. And so coming back to New York City was just like, oh my gosh, no, not at all. Really? Really bad? But I'd like to kind of bring that back. I think that I'm most excited about connecting with you all because, as I mentioned in the question beforehand, it gets a little lonely just kind of writing your blog on your own little side of the planet, and you want to talk to some people. And unfortunately, a lot of the people in my life, they don't really understand the wonder that is Pia, or why Clockwork Princess made Will and Jim's relationship more emotional than either of them and Tessa. Or why Eleanor and Park was so awesome and so bittersweet. I can't talk to people in my regular life about that. They're gonna be like, I'm crazy. Though, if you're KL from work, I can always talk to you. Hi, KL. Bridge to Terabithia by Catherine Peterson is what really got me into reading. I read this book when I was in like the 3rd grade or something like that. This was the first book that opened my imagination to its fullest extent. I remember coming home from school and kind of rebuilding a fantastical woodland land for myself every single day. I wanted to eat this book alive. I loved it so much. I think what I love most is that the way that it can make you feel about fictional people and about a fictional world is unparalleled. It's just kind of astounding to me that each person can read a novel and each person can kind of visualize the world differently, visualize the characters differently in a way that kind of makes it personal onto you. I also love the fact that if you're going through something, for instance, and you're experiencing kind of different fears, or if you're reading a book with a really strong character or a character you really sympathize with, and they're going through the same situation or a similar situation, it's like these words help you build up strength for your own life to kind of add to the practical. That was an experience that I had with Katniss. I read The Hunger Games for the first time when I went overseas for grad school, and one of my greatest fears was kind of being away from my family because I'm an only child. Yeah, that's a really long story for a different video. However, something about her having to conquer her fears because she was thrown into the arena. Not that I'm saying my life is an arena anyway, but going overseas felt like my arena, where I had to conquer my fears and kind of prove to myself that I was strong enough by God's grace to move through it. And so that's the reason why I love reading. This was a strong motivator to get me into reading over my life. No Stone, okay? Twilight. I know that a bunch of y'all can, yes, I'm sorry. Like, I shouldn't apologize. I thought that Twilight brought it back. The Hunger Games. Previously Delirium by Lauren Oliver. I hate when you have to think of books on the fly. It hurts. Rules of Civility. Love Rules of Civility. That affected a portion of my life. I think that I would ask some of my favorite booktubers how they come up with more dynamic ideas for their booktubing, because I want to put more book reviews on this channel as I do on my blog. But even for my blogging purposes, I want to be able to incorporate books into really fun, dynamic posts that don't involve book reviews or tags necessarily. I think with all blogging or projects or anything like that, perseverance is the thing, and kind of staying away from kind of immature, negative things that tend to happen with YouTube. First of all, I feel like it's an incredibly courageous thing to get on camera and put yourself out there for complete strangers and hope to find someone who sympathizes with you, or hope to, want to brighten someone's day or entertain someone or inform someone. That's really courageous. And I think that sometimes misery loves company, and there will always be some kind of hater or someone who wants to dampen spirits, and I just feel like that should be eradicated. Come on, guys. Come on. Thank you all so much for watching this book tag. As usual, you can find me on Tumblr at beatsparktosodapop.tumblr.com. You can find me on Twitter at RunwayBlue. You can find me on Instagram, where I post weekly about all the crazy books that are making my wallet go bye-bye. Money, you guys, it just grew by. At Instagram, RayVamperBeats, and thank you so much. I will link everything that I may have recommended or things that I think that are worth noting from this video down in the down bar. I hope that this was a quick video, because if so, I will consider it achievement worthy. Thank you so much, Blue Stockings. Love you guys. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I hope you're having a blessed week. And chillax. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Be productive today, and I thought today would be an awesome day to post my first book review.